get louder than that, people. They get funnier and funnier as you get louder. All the way from Chicago, keep it going for Christian. Hello, Christian Henningsmeyer. How are you? Good? Yeah. I'm actually from Venezuela. No, Minnesota. Venezuela. I don't know why you confuse that word. I have this conversation with like a white lady. She was like, "Oh, where are you from?" And I said, "I'm from Venezuela." And she excited. She was like, "Oh, Minnesota?" Yes, Minnesota. The Latin American place, Minnesota. Yeah, that's it. Do you have TikTok and shit? TikTok? Yeah. You use it? Because I have seen this trend on TikTok. It's white couples making prank to each other. Have you seen that? It's just this white dude holding the phone. He's like, "I'm gonna prank my girlfriend. I'm gonna go to Target and not invite her." That's the whole prank. I'm like, this shit is fucking stupid. Like, have you seen Latinos pranking each other? Have you heard that? No? Okay, there's a show called The Panda Show. This is back in Chicago. There's The Panda Show. It's a show in the radio. Like, people call Hispanics to make fun and prank their loved ones. So, right? So this lady called and she's like, "Oh, hi, I've been married for 14 years and I have two sons, one 8 and one 10 years old, and I want to prank my husband. I want to call him and tell him that I'm leaving him and I'm taking the kids." That's a prank. And no one stopped her. Like no one, like the guy in the radio was like, "That's an amazing prank, let's fucking do it." And she calls and she started going like to her husband like, "Hey, I fucking, you know what, I'm done with this marriage. I fucking hate this. I've been unhappy for too long. I cannot take it anymore. So I'm leaving you and I'm taking the kids because you're a terrible father." That's a prank. But his response, he was like, "Vete a la verga! Vete a la verga! No me importa." If you don't know Spanish, he's like, "Go fuck yourself, I don't fucking care. If you wanna leave, fucking leave. Like, I don't fucking care." At this point, she started going like, "It's a prank, baby, it's a prank. Fuck you, fuck you, I fuck your fucking place. I'm fucking done with this shit. You know what? I've been unhappy to. You know what? I have another family." So yeah, this Latino prank and like most in divorce. That's how the Latinos prank end. That's fucking crazy, right? Another crazy shit. I am a vegetarian. Any vegetarians here? Of course not. Like Bruce prime rib. I could figure that out. Like obviously not vegetarian here, but I'm vegetarian. And recently my roommate, he brought me a gift. He handed me a can of vegetarian beans. What the fuck have I've been eating? Like, what is this? Like, where does beans come from? Like, I was so fucking confused. And the can says, capital letters, "No meat." I know what vegetarian means, but these are beans. Like, they're supposed to not have beef. But then I got it. It's like, this is a marketing strategy. Like, I get it, but they need to stop. Because what's the next thing we're gonna be buying? Like plant-based apples, like fucking nonsense. And it will be really weird and sketchy if we introduce ourselves like that. Like, "Hey, nice to meet you. I'm Christian, not a rapist." Are you a rapist? No, I just said like 100% rape-free. Like, not even traces of rape. Definitely a rapist. Like, obviously, definitely a fucking rapist like that. That's fucking crazy. But it's amazing what they do in 2022. But you know what amazed me? It amazed me a lot to see a toddler cheating. A toddler cheating. It's amazing to see a toddler cheating. Oh, you want me to explain why? I was just going to keep going. Okay, this is why. They stop whatever they are doing to shit. They can just be dancing Baby Shark like Baby Shark, do 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 do, Baby Shark, do 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 do, Baby Shark, do 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 do. Baby Shark, because they just fucking resume their activities. That's confidence. That's fucking confidence because If I'm in my house, I'm getting ready to get out. I look myself in the mirror and I feel fat. I'm not fucking going out. But toddlers, they shit themselves and they just fucking resume their activities. Like, I bet. To you, I bet. If a man does that to you, if he's just coming like, hey, you look beautiful today, can I buy you a drink? You will date him. And you will tell your friends, you will be like, he shit in front of me when I met him, but he has so much confidence. Like, I don't know what happened to me. You will fucking date him, and that's amazing. There's another amazing shit that, this amazed me in a bad way. Like, have you seen cable TV recently? Have you seen it? Because there's a show called Ink Master. Have you seen that show? Yeah? Do you like it? You don't like it? Yeah? I fucking hate that show. Let me explain you why. If you haven't seen it, Ink Master is just like Master Chef, but with tattoo artists. So they do challenge. And the challenge are like, this week challenge, we're gonna do birds in 15 minutes with your offhand and blindfolded. And they tattoo like that to people. Because they have to put the tattoo on to people. Like, and I picture these fucking people like 2 months later watching the show, their episode comes in and the judges get the tattoo. And the judges are always like, this tattoo. This is the worst shit I ever seen in my fucking life. Like the color is awful, the lines look like they were drawn by an epileptic monkey. I will fucking kill myself if I have that shit on my arm. Like, you don't have what it takes to be an ink master, so pack your shit and go. And the person is just like, oh. Because it's permanent. And they interview the guy, they just kick out like later, and it's always like this. The guy's like, these judges, they don't know shit. Well, they don't know shit because I never do birds. Never. That's not my art style. I do koi fish and dragons and that's it. If you don't know how to do birds, don't fucking do it because it's a tattoo, it's a permanent shit. Like, do you imagine there's a show like Master Doctors and the patient dies and the doctor is like, well, this was a tough challenge. This is not the kind of surgeries I usually do. I'm not a heart surgeon. I am a dentist. It's like, no! Fuck you, like, no! Never, like, from a guy? Okay, I feel flattered. I know from Venezuela, like, English is my second language, and I know my English is not the best. I practice. The way I practice is I like to send audio messages. I like to send those. But there's a problem with that. Because I send them and I feel so confident. I'm like, oh my god, Christian. Native speaker. Oh my, your English is so beautiful. And then I hear it back. And I just Sofia Vergara Modern Family. Like the audio message back is just like, the plane is leaving, room. If you don't believe me, I'm gonna do an example right now. I'm gonna sing an audio message. Are you ready for this? Okay. Hey George, can we meet at the Belma station to grab a coffee? How was it? Good. Let's hear it back. Hey George, can we together to eat coffee? Tomarnos un café, cabrón. This is not a fucking way to practice, dude. Fuck it. And I know my pronunciation is not perfect. I fucking know. I know. But it's really annoying when I'm speaking with someone and I slightly mispronounce that they don't get it. Like last time I was like buying hot dogs. I was like, hey, I want a hot dog, no mufta. And the guy was like, what? Hot dog, no mufta. No what? Mustard, the yellow sauce. Oh, mustard. Like, dude, I fucking slightly mispronounced it. Like, what? We don't do, like, who doesn't speak Spanish here? You don't speak Spanish? Like, we don't do that to you. You're trying to speak Spanish. You're trying to learn, and you come to me to practice, and you're like, hola, ¿cómo estás? I won't be like, ¿Qué? Hola, ¿cómo estás? ¿Qué estás diciendo? ¿Qué estás tratando de decir? How are you? Ah, ¿cómo estás? I won't be like that. So be patient with me, you motherfuckers. That's my favorite word, like motherfucker. I know my pronunciation of motherfucker is on point. I put the tongue in the right places. You wanna hear it again? Motherfuckers. That's my time to do it emotionally and give it up for your host.